Hey guys, Thaige here, and I'm playing Minecraft. As of recently, I've gotten into the habit of automating everything, and so I've moved on to automating a wheat farm. And here I'm just going to take you through the design process that I've done. Here's probably the most simple and obvious automation of a wheat farm. Pistons lined up with some wheat, and obviously triggering it will knock all the wheat off and send it to you. So here, I'll just show it to you. So all flows down to you. Okay, so the problem with this one was that the pistons actually revert the farmed land to regular dirt. So you have to get out a hoe and re-till the land before farming. So it takes away from the actual automation. So I decided not to go with this. My next design was this pyramid. This is actually a hollow pyramid. As you can see in like little cracks, you can see that water is actually inside of it. Well, it's actually just a hollow pyramid filled with water spawner blocks. So it actually keeps all of this land fertilized or irrigated or whatever, so these grow well. Well, the problem I had with this one is the way it's oriented. The blocks aren't in ideal positioning for the wheat to grow extremely fast. So see, it's not even done. It takes a really long time. So I didn't finish redstoning it and collecting it. I'll just show you anyway. So I would have normally a piston there to do that, and it would flow down here. And that's where, if I had a desire to finish it, I put a collection system, but I don't, so there isn't one. So here's my final design. This is the design that I will be using. I can make it larger or however I want, but this is the most simple cell. The wheat's in the middle. Follow for each block of 5x5 wheat with one water block in the middle. There's 4 water blocks ready to I guess harvest it and send it down. I guess I'll just jump right in and show it to you. You pull this lever and you stand there, and all the water is released. The items are harvested and flow down into the center water blocks and into this thing where they're sorted. And as you can see, they're just flowing down. Here, let me get rid of these real fast. Okay, where I can collect it. This thing yields 80 wheat for these 4 areas. I can come out back, climb up here. This way I replant it, like from here. A couple of crops will be caught on this walkway, but when you come back to replant, you will collect everything. Nothing is caught in any other section of the machine, so you don't have to worry about anything being caught in the sorter down here. Alright, yeah, so this is the design I came up with, and now I'm going to show you how to make it. Alright guys, let's build this. For this you're going to need some sort of block. It can be dirt, preferably not. In this I'm going to be using lapis lazuli blocks because I like how they look. You're going to need glass, dirt, ladders, water buckets. Altogether we're going to make 21 water source blocks, some wheat seeds, one sign, redstone, redstone repeaters, regular piston, cannot be sticky piston, redstone torches, one lever, and one pressure plate. Also, I'll be using ice blocks to speed up how the items move in water, but if you're playing in creative and you don't have access to ice blocks, that's fine, you don't need them. Alright, so first we're going to pick our spot. Pick the center, and what you're going to want to do is build up 7 blocks. Alright, you see 7 blocks. And on the 8th block, you're going to want to make a plus sign. And then on this plus sign, you're going to want to make, on each side, a 5x5. Just like that. with the center cut out. Now you're going to want to do this for all 4 sides, and I'm just going to cut it so you don't have to watch me do it 4 times. Okay, I'm back, and your structure should look like this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come underneath them, and we're going to place blocks just like this. Like this. What this is going to do is when we put the water spawn blocks in there, it's going to not let the water flow down and get in the way while we're building the rest of it. So go ahead and put the water in all the holes. And then now I'm gonna just turn all the dirt into farmland and seed them up. I'll do this for all 4 blocks, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that that's done, what we're going to want to do is take the block that we chose to use and surround our farmlands in a, just put it in between and one layer around, I guess. I don't really know how to describe that. Okay, just like this. Yeah, I like that. Oh, God. Okay, after you did that, we're going to work on our sorter down here. Go ahead and get rid of these 7 blocks. And okay, what you're going to want to do is corner from this block here. Count down 4. Okay, and then same here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same deal here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And finally here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now you're going to connect these to each other and make a platform completely under this, and I'll be right back when I do that. Okay guys, I'm back, and your platform should look like this. Now we're going to start doing our sorter. Okay, you notice the water will fall here, so what you're going to do is build this to catch the water, so you'll see the water just falls in that hole. So do that for all 4. Okay, now that you built that for all 4, what you're going to do is you're going to fill up the rest of this platform. I'll be right back when I finish that. Okay, I'm back, and we finished that. So your second layer should look like this. Alright, now you're going to want to cut the water just like this. 2 V's. A V here, a V there. You should see the water flows like this. V, 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 V. All your water should be coming towards the center point. Now you're going to want to do is take this plus out. Just like this. And there. So you should see that the water is flowing. You know, all of it has a current towards this still water right here. Alright, break 1.
Okay, now you're going to take your sign and place it right there. That way the water doesn't fall out. So this still water is where the items will collect, and the water won't fall, but all the items will. So it's going to fall right here. So, time to build our collector. Okay, I'm gonna need some ice. Alright. Yeah, let's build it like this. Yes. And then like this. What you just want to do is build it out in such a way that you're, well, maybe we don't want to be this far in front of it, but yes, let's do it about right here. Move my dirt back out. Yeah, right about here is good. Okay, and just build this out. Just make it look nice, you know? And, yeah, alright, well, let's get our pressure plate. And smooth that up. Place that right there. Take your water spawn block, and voila. Okay. This will be our wall here. Okay. Now that you have your sword done, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fill up any area that's not water with blocks. Just like this. So just cover it all up. I'll be right back when that's done. Okay guys, I'm back, and this is how it should look when you seal it off. If you want to check to make sure you did it right, what you can do is you can come back in here, stop the water, build yourself up, and you can look in here, and it should look like this. If any of these is obstructed in any way, you need to figure out what you did wrong, because it should look just like this for it to work. One block high, none of the water obstructed. Alright, when you're done looking at that, break your block, put your water back, and let's move on. Alright, next up here, we're going to want to build our wall here out of glass. Make it 3 blocks high, and the 4th is the roof. Okay? You need to do this all around this whole area, following this outside part. I'll be right back when I do that. Okay, I'm back. Your roof building thing should look like this. 3 blocks high in the middle, the roof is the 4th block. And now we're going to lay our pistons. Okay, this is a bit complicated, so I'm going to not cut any of it and just do all of them right here. We want to break these two. They have to figure out a way to make this piston face this way. Go 3 over. to this one. And you want this piston to face this way also. One more over. This piston to face this way. 3 over. 3 over. Put this piston this way. Okay. Now, this one should go right here. Now, piston, once again, cannot be facing up, so you need to get next to it. However, you figure out how to do that. Maybe you could place a block, right? You could place a block here. And then place your piston and break this block. Whatever works. Okay, next up we have this one. And this one. 3 over. This one. Don't forget to break your block when you're done. This one. Okay. Right, I believe that's all for the middle ones. Right, okay. Now we need to do 4 more that aren't in the middle. This block. They need to be facing towards the inside. Okay, just like that. Do the same for the other side. Oops. Yeah, like that. Okay, so that's how all your pistons should be. Next, you're going to want to surround the outer edge of this with your chosen block. My lapis lazuli. Just get the edge nice and covered. Okay, now as you can see, the blocks are touching all pistons except for the ones in the middle. So to get them to touch the middle, you're going to want to break blocks in this path. Just like this. Okay, not like that, but like this. Okay, and we have to do it for the other side as well. Okay, now we can start redstoning. Alright, we're going to need a torch on each corner. This will serve as our inverter for our lever down there. Okay, now place redstone on every other lapis lazuli block you have up here. The order you place does not matter. It'll work just fine. As long as every single block has redstone on it. As you can see, the pistons are opening. That one's not, but it will. There, see. Okay. Now, when you look at this, you should see 16 open pistons. Okay. Alright, next thing we're going to do is around the arm, not the base, the arm of the piston, I'm going to place 4 blocks. 4 glass blocks, just like that. You want to do this for all 16 pistons, and I'll be right back when I do that. Hey guys, I'm back, and as you can see, well, maybe, the glass in this texture pack is really transparent, but you can barely see that I put the 4 blocks around each arm, just like I had said. And so now we're going to finish this circuit here. Okay, you want to build your blocks out too, like that. Connect this. Build this 2 out. And slowly spiral it down. Just like that. Do the same thing for the other side. Two blocks out. Spiral it down. Okay. Now we're gonna connect the redstone up this spiral. You guys, when you're making these spirals, you can disguise them however you want as nice, cool looking towers. But I'm just gonna leave it as the bare minimum for this tutorial. Okay, because the signal might not be long enough, we're gonna want to put a repeater right here, facing this way. Okay, just like that. Do the same thing for this side. Same deal here. Let's put a repeater just to be safe. Redstone all the way up here. Okay. Now we're gonna make our lever on this block here, so connect our redstone up here. See if I can find my lever. Alright, here's my lever. So put this right there. Okay, so that will send the signal up like that. Okay, now in my original design I have this dug underneath here, but I'll show you how we're gonna do it without. digging. We can just, you know, do it around this way. Now we're gonna need a couple repeaters for this. You can measure it out if you want, but I usually just put it every once in a while. Not really too specific about it. And there. Wait. There we go. Okay. So you should see the signal go up there too. Alright, when this is fully connected, I want to go up there and check to make sure first that all... Okay, there's something wrong here. Signal does not reach all the way up here, so that means we're going to want to put a repeater right there. Okay. Alright, we're good. Now, okay, the signal doesn't reach there either. It's just short. So put a repeater here. Okay, see, that's why we do these tests. We want to make sure that every single one of these torches are off, are in the off position. Okay, so we see that all of them are off now. Now, since they're all off, we can hit this switch, because we know our wiring is correct, and we can add the water. You're going to want to put the water on top of every one of these arms, just like this. I'll be right back when I do that. Alright guys, I'm back, and I have put the water in all 16 blocks. While I was doing that, however, I noticed that the signal here wasn't reaching these two. So if you are following my exact repeater placement and redstone and all that placement, yours will be problematic as well. So you're going to want to put a repeater right here. Before this I did not have a repeater here, and the signal stopped right about here. It was so close, but yet so far. So you see down there, actually those crops had started over because the water did fall and I had to replant them. Okay, so anyway, that concludes all that. Now what we're going to want to do is put where our ladder will be when we're going in the back to replant. Okay, you'll break this top glass. Now break these two. This is where we're going to come in. So let's place ladder. You can place it every other if you want to save ladders, but I'm on creative, so it doesn't matter. Okay, when you get in, if you can get in, you can place, really you can place any block here. I like glass, so for this effect I'll put this glass here. And you can still see some seeds floating around from when I screwed up. Okay, just put some glass. Okay, so that actually finishes the whole design. I'll be right back when all the wheat grows so I could show you the test of it, and let's see how well we did. Alright guys, what's been 1 second for you has been 30 minutes for me, and as you can tell, our wheat is completely grown and we are ready to do our first test. So let's do that. Set on the pressure plate, pull the switch, and let's see how this baby works. Here comes the items. And if any of you are wondering why the items are flowing so fast, it means because of the ice. If you're doing this in creative without ice, obviously it's going to be much slower. There's our 80. Looks like we did it good. And even looks like we have none stuck on our walkway. Awesome. So then here we just come up here and replant. So that concludes my wheat farm tutorial. I'm sorry, this video is probably really long. I think it might be up to 30 minutes now. But for those of you still watching, thank you. And I really hope this helps you grow wheat, or whatever you need it for, making cows made, or whatever. Alright, that's it.